Despite her long-awaited recovery in July, Normani's return to the music industry appears to have started slowly. Ever since Chloe and Normani have exploded, they have clashed with each other and their fans are now arguing over who will be the next Queen of R&B. And since Chloe is the protege of none other than the Queen Bee herself, Chloe fans say she is worthy enough to be Beyonce's successor. Normani's followers, however, have accused Chloe for using her connection with Beyonce to overcome Normani. But how does Chloe feel about it? Do you really think Normani is not good enough to take Beyonce's throne? Well, judging by the reactions of the fans, the whole Chloe versus Normani narrative gets more confused every day. If you don't know what we're talking about, stay tuned as we go through the whole story. Chloe Bailey and Normani are incredibly talented young women, and they have a lot in common. They both started as part of a group of girls. Chloe started as the twin duo Chloe and Hal, while Normani spent 6 years in the fifth harmony of the girl group before going solo in 2017. But for all their similarities, there is a huge difference between Chloe and Normani. Chloe is led by none other than Beyonce, and it's safe to say that despite being truly talented, this connection with Beyonce is really helping Chloe, and at the same time Normani is almost becoming a second runner. Let's hope she remembers when Beyonce publicly approved of Normani multiple times when she was starting her solo career, but said practically nothing about her. Since Chloe launched her solo career, Beyonce has signed Chloe and her sister with their management company, Parkwood Entertainment, after listening to their version of Pretty Hurts. But in January 2021, Chloe and Hal announced that they would be launching their Instagram accounts separately, and it wasn't long before fans realized that Chloe was starting to look more and more like Beyonce. Comparisons with Beyonce peaked after Chloe released the music video for her debut single Have Mercy on September 10, which featured a cameo from Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles. Fans started talking about how Beyonce was preparing Chloe to become her successor and also accused Queen Bee for tricking other young black artists like Normani so that Chloe could have all the spotlight. According to sources, Normani was turned down by Beyonce so that her protege Chloe Bailey can get the job. It is also rumored that the Normani was also denounced to Sierra status so that Chloe can be the successor of the Queen of the Pop throne. Chloe and Normani fans have started arguing on Twitter about who most deserves to be the next R&B queen. The Chloe vs. Norman's drama really started to heat up in late summer 2021 when reports surfaced that VMAS wouldn't allow Normani to participate and will give Chloe her seat. In mid-July, Normani released her hit single Wild Side with Cardi B, and all the fans said they were eager to see Normani perform the song live at VMAS. However, when the VMAS announced the first round of artists, fans were outraged to see that Normani was not on the list. The hashtag #LetNormaniPerform started trending on Twitter, and Cardi B also commented on the drama saying that she hopes that Normani and Lizzo will perform at VMAS. But on August 20, just 3 weeks before the event, Normani replied to Cardi's tweets, and the VMAS haven't booked it yet. A fan later tweeted that the odds are always against Normani and that we are really tired. Normani replied that she is also feeling exhausted. Some fans have also criticized Normani's record label, RCA Records, for sabotaging it. However, the Normans defended their label and said they did their best to get it for the VMAS. A few days later, Normani appeared on Atlanta radio station Q99.7 and revealed she was disappointed and was snubbed. She said, I'm obviously disappointed with that. You know, last week it was just in my head. While VMAS finally invited the Normans to perform, why did they wait until the last minute to give him space? Well, some fans have speculated that the real reason why the VMAS originally planned for only Chloe and Doja Cat to perform was because of the colorism in the industry. A fan on Twitter said it's a lot more than just giving one and getting one, because there's no reason both shouldn't perform. You all know what the music industry is like. This isn't fun anymore. Not that it ever was, but the media are deleting dark-skinned black women and replacing them with fair-skinned biracial women. Another fan wrote about how we have regressed since the late 1980s when Tina, Whitney, and Brandy were superstars. These iconic women would never have had the same success as they were in the 90s or 80s if they were artists in 2021. However, other fans were convinced that the real reason VMAS snubbed Normani and gave Chloe her seat was because Chloe had used her connection with Beyonce to secure her performance. A fan tweeted that Normani was not invited to perform at the VMAS and that Chloe will perform. One of them is connected to Beyonce, no need to explain more. Normani versus Chloe is the result of Beyonce's power, colorism, or both. Another fan also admired that it's also interesting to note that Normani's Wild Side track with Cardi B hit number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 a week after its release, but then suddenly began to slide down the charts since Normani didn't get a chance to play this song live, which would have helped promote it. Many fans also pointed out how odd it was that an artist like Chloe, who didn't have a song in the top 40 at the time, was invited to perform at VMAS, while someone like Normani, whose song debuted at number 14, was totally ignored. Chloe clearly has Beyonce pushing her behind the scenes because it's definitely not ranking that is driving her to all of these awards. One fan tweeted and said, "Finally, after weeks of pressure on the feeding of Normani fans, VMAS has given way to Normani as she also had very little time to prepare. They have absolutely killed her." Of course, it wasn't long before fans started comparing Normani's performance to Chloe's, and many of them said that Normani proved to be an original artist, while Chloe practically copied the performances from Beyonce. One fan added a humorous comment that says Normani sounds like Normani, looks like Normani, and dresses like Normans. Chloe is described as the complete mini Beyonce in her vocal choices, dance moves, and outfits. Chloe at VMAS is literally Beyonce during any of her concerts. Another comment belonged to a user, and then a fan replied, "I agree that Chloe's unique artistic costume dance is part of her singing style. But in this song, it was very similar to Beyonce's, but I wish she could be herself because she is very talented. However, I love Normani. She knows how to use other artists who have come before to inspire her, make them tribute, but still be herself. All I can see when I see Chloe performing solo looks like Beyonce." This is why many of Normani's fans now say they aren't worried about Chloe becoming Beyonce's successor because Normani doesn't even want to be the next Beyonce. Normani exudes such ethereal energy. One fan said, "I don't even see Beyonce in it. It gives me vibes almost Alia Janet." And even some social media users cheering for Chloe said they were disappointed to see her copying Beyonce and relying so heavily on her attractiveness rather than his talent. Another user wrote that I was so disgruntled by other tweets because I liked Chloe a lot. She has a really beautiful singing voice and she is a cute girl. It would be great if he could find his own identity as an artist rather than choose to be a miniature replica of Beyonce. The fan added that for all of her outstanding vocal abilities, this video shows absolutely nothing. But you can visit an average strip club, and I have the exact feeling the video gave you. However, Chloe's fans have responded and have said that Chloe is simply a better singer than Normani, and that she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. One of Chloe's fans tweeted, "Normani's performance is like when they got Britney to perform after Beyonce at VMAS. She just can't compete with Chloe, who has vocal skills." And then of course, there are also a lot of people who are fans of both Chloe and Normani and are saying that they have grown tired of the music industry, which consistently pits successful women against each other. Another fan asked, why Normani and Chloe were chatting. They are so different. Can't culture handle two beautiful, intelligent, and talented women who know who they are, even if they fiercely pursue what they want? Well, that's basically the bottom line of this video. See you soon. Thanks for watching.